Hello, James Blacklaw's JB Commercial Finance here. Now, when I talk to business clients, something which a majority would like to do at some point in their business journey is to buy their own commercial premises to trade from. So it's a bit of a dream, isn't it? You have your own piece of England, your business has that. Rather than paying rent of several £100s a month to a greedy landlord, you have your own commercial property, your own mortgage, and then after a period of time, 15, 20, 25 years, you've paid it off, and then you can live the life of Riley with this big commercial asset in the background. There are various ways of doing this: buying it in personal name, company name, another company name, a pension fund, and the best advice for that is always going to be from your tax advisors, your accountants. But no matter what it is, ultimately it's the same thing. You own the property, it's yours, and your business can trade from there. Now, a lot of businesses are paying a rental income of X per month, and they actually can demonstrate that they can afford to make the monthly mortgage commitment they would need to be made to purchase the property. But quite often I hear, well, I can afford the monthly repayments, business is good, but I don't have the deposit required. Now, when you buy a residential property, you generally only need a deposit of 5, 10, 15%. With a commercial property, it's almost been enshrined in commercial banking that you need a 30% deposit, the 70-30 split. So if you're buying a property for £100,000, you need 30,000 quid, and obviously you multiply that as the values get bigger. Now, there has been a lot of give on that, and some lenders will go a little bit higher depending on the sector involved, depending on the quality of the business. But sometimes they'll go even lower, and there are some lenders on certain sectors who only look at 55, 60%, no matter what the literature says. So you get that a lot. A customer wants to buy a property for £250,000, pretty standard commercial unit, and they go to the bank, and the bank say, well, we'd love to lend you the money, but we can only lend you 75%, which is whatever it is, 170 grand. So, and they turn around and say, well, I haven't got £80,000. So then they're faced with the possibility of having to remortgage their own house, borrow a family, beg, buy and borrow, just to get the deposit together, which isn't always possible. Now, there are other ways of doing this, which is what I sit down when I talk about a blended deal with a client. Now, what that means effectively is that more than one lender may be involved. Now, it's very important to understand that when you look at this kind of deal, that full transparency is there throughout all the lenders. So if a high street bank is taking the first charge on the property, they need to be aware that a secondary lender may be coming in and lending some of the money for that deposit, because that can affect the affordability. And the secondary lender, who may be lending a part of the money for the deposit, need to be aware that this money is being put towards property purchase, and again, that can affect the affordability because of the additional financial commitment. But as long as the lenders know what the score is, then generally this is something that can be done quite effectively. No, it doesn't necessarily mean that 100% finance is available, but if, to use my very crude previous example, a customer was looking to purchase a commercial property for £250,000, you'd comfortably borrow 170, for instance, from a high street lender, unless they only had £50,000 of their own. Then you could raise £30,000 over a period of time, 3, 5, 6 years, from a secondary lender to fund the deposit. And that, as long as it's affordable and as long as both parties know about it, is something that can make a transaction that previously didn't look as though it would be able to go ahead, and everyone's happy and everyone's got their own little piece of the pie, and the client's able to move on with their business. There are ways which this can't be done. Pension funds, for instance, very complicated, and definitely rules around SIP lending, self-invested pension plans, which mean that that sort of lending wouldn't be possible. But certainly for established trading limited companies, this is a way of making the unachievable achievable. Hopefully this is helpful. It's a very wide subject, but for any further consultation, give me a shout. James Blacklaw's JB Commercial Finance. And please like, share and comment on this, no matter what social media platform you're looking at it on. All feedback is appreciated. Thanks a lot.